everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be discussing career switch. By career switch, I mean changing from one job to another job. Maybe it may not be career switch, maybe you're looking onto starting a career. This may also be something you will consider. You have not worked before, a fresh graduate or someone who has learned a skill, but you're looking into starting. This may also be applicable to you. Now, the question will be, is it possible to switch career, even in Africa? And my answer will be yes, I did. Now, the other question will be, is it easy? Well, yes or no. It could be. It could be easy. It could be yes. It could be no. So it's up to you. But you can make it easy for yourself. Now, using my personal story, I'm going to show you how you navigate a switch in career. I read pharmacy in my first degree. And then I veered off into public health practice after practicing traditional pharmacist role for a long time. And then I moved on to business analyst. And I worked as a caregiver in Canada and in the US. I also worked as a sales attendant in Canada, in Home Depot. I was working in the paint department. I love paint. It was just too much. I was always excited mixing paint for customers and selling the paint. Can you imagine that? A pharmacist. I also worked in one of the chain retail shops in Canada, a superstore, as sales attendant. So I know what I'm talking about, and I know you can do it if you want to. Now, before we navigate this, I want to say something. Switching job is not bed of roses, and so you need to be very sure what is motivating you, and we can talk about that motivation. People change jobs for several reasons. One may be interest. This is what you really love to do and you want to pursue it. Kudos to you. I had reason to do that. The other one may be because you're not earning enough. The other career or professional group are earning more and you want to up your salary, which is also good. The other reason may be you're working in an unfriendly work environment. Your supervisor is not nice at all, puts you down all the time, the organization does not appreciate your hard work, and so on. You can still do that. But I'll sound a warning. Don't change your job because you have a bad supervisor, because you can manage a bad supervisor and turn a bad supervisor to a good one. Change your job for many other reasons. However, if changing the job because you have a bad supervisor will help your mental health, please don't waste time. Look for another job. But don't jump out of a job without having another, so you don't go into poverty, sudden poverty. You have to plan. And if you have such situation, you can then begin to plan about it. And that is what we want to talk about. What will you do if you're looking to change your job? Please hang in there and let's ride on this journey. Now, if you're still here with me, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Your subscription to my channel will help YouTube to make sure that many more people get to know about what I'm doing, the information I'm sharing in this channel, so that they will learn and they will be able to do what is best for them, both in their home country and at the international space. So please go ahead, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. For my current subscribers, I want to thank you specifically. You are amazing. Thank you. And for those who are yet to subscribe, I want to encourage you to please subscribe to my channel. I pray for all of you, and I know that better things will come your way, even this year and beyond. So let's go. Now, before you talk about switching career, what are the things you need to consider? The first thing you do is to take inventory, starting from where you are. What's going on with you? What have worked well? What has not worked well? Take inventory in writing, not just in your head. Take inventory. When you have done that, and honestly you have been able to tell yourself the truth and come up with why you want to change the job. It's very important you come up with why you want to change the job, because the grass is greener at the other side. Don't just change the job because everybody is changing job. No, change job because there is an advantage to yourself. Now, if you have taken inventory, the next thing to do is begin to identify your area of interest. What makes most sense to you? Which job is better? Where will you pitch your tent? So when you have identified where you want to pitch your tent, you begin to look for information about those areas. How do I build my capacity to be able to be the best, to stand out in that area? I did that for myself. Working in the traditional pharmacy setting, in community practice specifically, I realized that majority of care happens at the community level. And many of them don't even know, that some of the diseases or, the health issue they encounter can be handled if they had known about preventive services. And so instead of working in curative service, I thought that working in preventive services will give room for improved quality of life to everyone. And I felt that I have a duty in that regard. So one of the things I did then was, that was around the time HIV was ravaging Nigeria. So one of the things I did was learn more about it, begin to go to market women in groups and tell them about HIV, how they can protect themselves, what they can do, go to churches, go to schools and all that. And my interest blossomed, and then I began to think of the courses I could do, and luckily I got a scholarship from Swiss government and went to do my master's in international health. And then I volunteered in clinics that were already providing HIV services. So these are what you need to do to be able to build your own capacity and be ready to serve in that area. Now, when I was sure that my capacities have been built, then I started looking for job. What do I need to do? I look for job description. Let me even know what kind of job categories are available in this area. I started looking, and I was able to pitch my tent where I believe that my skills can take me. Looking at job description will help you to check the skills that you have and the ones you don't have already. If you have up to 70% of the skills in most of those job descriptions, then you're ready to apply. And when you're ready to apply, you begin to work on your CV. You have to package yourself, rebrand yourself. When you have done that, then you can begin to apply. Now you wonder how many times I've had to rebrand myself when I have worked from traditional pharmacy role to public health, to business analyst, to even sales attendant and so on. And this is based on skills and experiences I acquired over time, depending on where my interest was driving me to. So those are what you need to do. When you have done those, then you start applying for real. Now, don't tell me you will send one application, two applications in 1 month and think you've done enough. No. You begin to chunk out application. When I did mentoring, I went through coaching when I was ready for my BA business analyst job, because I did master's in business administration. So I wanted to do some job in that area, but I needed some coaching. So I signed up. The coach said, if you're not sending in up to 40 applications a week, you've not started. So guys, I'm telling you, if you've not sent 100, you've not started. You need to send that much. There's no way you send up to 100 applications and employers will not begin to identify you. The experience in interviewing helps you to be ready, prepares you. You may not get the job with your first interview, no, but it will help prepare you. Not to say that you can't. Some are lucky. First interview, they nail it. Yeah. So apply, and apply. Go to job board, apply. Indeed, LinkedIn, name them. Begin to create job alert for the areas of interest, and you begin to see things happen. Again, continue to volunteer. Yes, it's not all the time you work and earn money. Volunteer. And you'll be very happy that you did. Now, when you have done all of this, I want you to bear in mind that some of the career switch may warrant that you take a pay cut. I took pay cut on 2 instances. When I moved from conventional pharmacy practice to public health pharmacy, I took a pay cut. When I moved from public health pharmacy practice to the mainstream public health services, monitoring and evaluation, I also took a pay cut. But one of the things I want to assure you is that with the pay cut, it's nothing. Because your major interest is not about the money, it's about the skill and interest. And most organizations will eventually harmonize your pay in terms of equity over time. So you catch up with your mates. Yeah. So you have to be fully aware of how to go about it. The other thing is you have to have the best attitude, the mindset, the tenacity to cope with the pressure that comes with looking for a job, getting a no answer, and so on. I learned that every no is a stepping stone to a yes, and that could help you. I want to thank you for listening, and I want to encourage you to explore. Trust me, there are opportunities out there, not just in Nigeria, but also abroad. Finally, I'll share a story of a gardener that I met when I was doing my master's in international health in Switzerland. I go to school very early, and so most time when I'm there, he drives in, and I observed him for a while, and I'm like, a gardener has a jeep. Meanwhile, the director of the institute comes with his bicycle, so I picked interest and I wanted to know more. So I usually go to joke with him, help him sometimes to water flowers, And so we became friends, and I asked him, wanted to know what he's been doing. And he said, you know what? I've been a veterinary doctor. I got tired of practicing vet. And so I decided to do something I love. It was mind-blowing for me. And at that point, I told myself that there is nothing you want to be that you cannot be. And that's the same thing I'm telling you today. The sky can't even limit you unless you don't dream. Thank you for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video.